Here we go. Besides the whole responsibility in having a human being alive thing. Ugh, but the jokes are there. All right. Hello, people who are gone. Here we go. Two-pager today. Not bad at all. Does anybody already know the difference between discrete and continuous? Yes.
Discrete, like, doesn't include all the numbers, like, like whole numbers where it's like 1, 2, nothing in between. But continuous is like every number, I guess, like in a line, including like half, like
right.
pi, like any number.
So here there are basically, this is hard to explain, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so discrete is like has like a finite or countable amount of options. It doesn't have to be, I mean, what Ryan described is good, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. But it could also be like, if you had a rule, like if we're doing shoe sizes, it could be like 10, 10 and a half, 11, 11 and a half. Continuous is an infinite amount of possibilities. And that would be a situation where, like, everything between two numbers is counted.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means that the number is between 1 and 5.
Number greater than 1.
What's the X mean?
It's just that's.
Oh.
So if it was, okay, so for example, if I was talking about something like, I'm trying to make sure that I am not, yeah, okay. So let's say we were talking about weight, how much you weigh. You could weigh 120 pounds, right? You could weigh 130 pounds. Could you weigh 131? Okay, no sarcasm right now, though. Okay, 131. I appreciate it almost all times, except for when we're learning. Gustav was like, I'd like to be a math teacher. Here's all the wrong answers. All right. 131, 132, 133, all good, right, on weights? Could you be 131 and a half pounds? Could you be 131.25671888888 pounds? Yes, technically you could, right? Do you see how, like, there's no end to how many things even could be between 130 and 131? That's continuous. Okay, so something like weight is continuous. Discrete is when it jumps. Like if I said, how many cats are at your house right now? You would say 1 cat, 2 cats, 0 cats, 3 cats. Okay, and some of you, such as Carter, might think that it's hilarious to say 3.5 cats, but even if your cat has lost its legs, it is still 1 cat. It is still 1 cat. It's not part of a cat. Okay, do you guys understand that you can't have like 3.256 cats and don't say technically you could? Do you understand what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right. What was I? I was right. You're the one who's going to fight me on that a little bit. I could tell by your raised eyebrows. All right, so let's look at example 1. X is the number of Fortune 500 companies that lost money the previous year. What do you think, discrete or continuous? Discrete. It really helps in this case to think of an example and think if you could be even more specific. So think, 10 companies lost money last year. 11 companies lost money last year. Could it have been 10.8? No. It's discrete. Everybody understand? And it's not like you could have points, like shoe sizes are also discrete because that could be 10, 10 and a half, 11, but you can't have a shoe size that's 10.256. They don't make those. Volume of gas in a 21-gallon tank. That's continuous. Because you could have 3.5, you could have 3.5, 8, 9, 6, whatever. Okay, let's have you sit with a Post-it partner right now.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us what to do first.
Tegan, you can join any group you want.
How's it doing, Prada?
Try example 2, A and B, please. Caitlin will be back soon, but for right now, just you guys be a group of 3 and you guys be together.
Yeah.
All right. I have been, and even, you guys haven't even said this to me yet, although I'm sure it's coming. I haven't given a lot of opportunities for prizes lately, so let's do it, okay? Talk to your partner, decide if you'd like these 2 answers to be public for everybody to hear.
Yes.
Hands up if you want to raise your hand. Beautiful. Group 1 in the back, 2, 3, okay? And it's going to be 2. Group 2. What's your answers?
Example 2A would be continuous.
Agreed? Why?
That would be continuous because the speed of the rocket can be very exact.
Yes.
And then example 2B would be discrete
Yes.
because you can't have half cat.
Mm-hmm. Not an alive one anyway. Okay. See you later. This will be posted on Schoology for you, Cole. All right. Discrete probability distribution. So this chapter is all about discrete probabilities, as in like whole numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 0.5s or whatever. Next chapter, when we get into z-scores, that's all continuous stuff. A discrete possible distribution lists each possible value. And the probability associated with each possible value. This would never work for a continuous distribution because you wouldn't be able to list all the possible values. There's just too many. So here are the rules to check and see if something is truly a discrete probability distribution. Each probability is between what and what, guys?
0 and 1.
Good. 0 and 1. You could have a probability that is 0, that's no chance of something happening, or 1, which is 100% chance of something happening. No negative probabilities are available. Nothing bigger than 1 is available. Yeah.
Isn't it impossible to have like a 0% chance of something happening and a 100% chance of something happening?
No, there's definitely a chance of that. Okay. What are the chances that I hold this remote in my hand right now?
100%.
It's 100% right now. What are the chances that I've got my fingers in my coffee right now?
0%.
Okay, if you're talking about the future, there are very few things that we can assign 0% and 100% to. Very few things. But one thing I can do is, I'm going to roll a die 10 minutes from now. What are the chances I get a 7 on a 6-sided die? 0%. What are the chances I get a number between 1 and 6? 100%. Yeah. Now, but a lot of things out there are very, almost impossible to go to 0 or 100. So you're right about that. Okay. An industrial psychologist administered, I am recording so you guys can listen to the first, 8 minutes that you missed. An industrial psychologist administered a personality inventory test for passive-aggressive traits for 150 employees. Each individual was given a score between 1 and 5, where 1 is extremely passive. Do you guys know what the difference is between passive and aggressive? Can somebody tell me? Yeah?
Passive is like kind of docile or like kind of just chill.
Mm-hmm.
And then aggressive is kind of the opposite, where they're very like kind of angry.
Well,
Or like
it can be. It can also be like how you would attack a situation. Like, let's say that you're having a problem. Are you the type of person that's going to sit back and hope that it resolves itself? Or are you the type of person who's going to start making phone calls